we come to you live on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by the former Chicago Bull, getting in his pregame mindset. It's Jay Williams.
Ed, guys are on the court stretching, staring down their opponent. Nothing better than mentally and psychologically getting ready for battle.
The work has been done. They're ready to go, and so are we. To Capella. Good look that time, but off the mark. To Leonard. Oh, emphatic slam.
That probably won't be the last time we see a dunk from him tonight. Maybe sometimes you should send a message. Give him a hard foul. Don't let it be so easy.
For three, that's off the side of the rim, no good. To George. Leonard gets it to go. Coach cannot be happy with that closeout.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose the dagger with the three.
Rockets have it. Russell Westbrook rocking the rim.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle-dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
Big finish at the rim.
One of the best in the biz right there. Maybe the best.
Russ at the controls. Oh, Russell Westbrook. 2 for 2. That's what you want. The inner beast of Westbrook. Sheer determination.
I don't think anybody got the license plate or not hit and run. And there is no one, I repeat, no one in the game of basketball with the first step in the explosion of Russell Westbrook.
Able to convert inside.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
To P.J. Tucker. The drive, right to the basket. Offensive board. Another shot won't go either.
I agree, I thought there was a foul, but also it's all about your approach. You can't come down the lane and jump off one leg. It's called a power lift. Go off 2 legs and expect the contact.
Knocked loose. Rockets have the steal. Capella, and they call it.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
That's going to be out of bounds. Last touch by Gordon. Straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
To Paul George. And Harden takes in the rebound. Westbrook with the basketball. They're down 3. Oh, had him going there for a second. Oh, Russell Westbrook. 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Strong finish for Paul George.
See, Ed, that's what I love. You don't need to conserve your energy. You attack that rim with ferocity. You always set the tone.
The hot shooting continues. He's got 12 in the first quarter, including that trifecta.
And, Ed, did you see how quick his release was? There was no wasted motion from the waist up.
Russell Westbrook powers it through.
It's a new day in sports when you see little guards dunk the ball like they're big. That's called a 40-inch vertical.
Leonard to George. He won't get away with this one. Referee calls it intentional.
Maybe a message was being sent there. I'm just not too sure what it was.
George, his first effort off the mark. To Westbrook. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Beverly, and a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Paul George, he's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Slams it down. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Williams, that's off the side of the rim, short. From the painted area, won't go down. To Paul George. Paul George, he's now 4 for 6.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it, this year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
And a whistle.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
Russell Westbrook at the line for 2 shots. He struggled so far. First one, counted. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. Williams into the front court. Shot clock turned off as they get a chance to build their lead. Over the line. Backcourt violation. George against the former MVP. Paul George. He's now shooting 5 for 7. Out of bounds the call off P.J. Tucker. We're through one at Staples Center with the Clippers on top. Jay and I back with more after this. You're watching the NBA on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. It's the Clippers with the possession now. George, too easy. Defense has to communicate. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Westbrook, great look and vision. Kenneth Faried powers it down.
And easy too, get back on defense.
Beverly into the front court. It's an 8-point lead. And Paul George, not sure why they left him that wide open. Takes advantage.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
And the slam. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Nothing going here on that drive. Gets to the basket, but it's no good.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Oh, nice find for the basket.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
To Leonard. And the finish. Slam dunk.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Beverly gets it in the right corner. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
It can only be one of 2 things here. 1, the defender ran out of gas. Or 2, this dude is just unstoppable.
Faried. Oh, Russell Westbrook. It's like he's shooting into the ocean. He has not missed. You can try and body him up, but he'll still run right through you.
It's the way he attacks that makes him so dangerous. He chips off a piece of your body one possession at a time. First it's your arm, then it's your leg, and then inevitably it's your soul.
George, and he buries it.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Split the D there, but he can't get it to drop. Westbrook grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Why not? Russell Westbrook is the only guy stopping Russell Westbrook. And when he decides to put his head down and go to the rim, he's going to the rim. It's that easy.
Over to the right side. 4-3. Misfires. It's no good. Westbrook into the front court. Trailing by 14. And the finish at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Clippers have the basketball. George, he was all over him.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
It's a big finish.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
To Williams. Count the bucket for 2.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Westbrook to Fareed. The pass taken away by the Clippers.
Keep your foot on the gas, but don't get too reckless.
Stuffs it down with authority.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
To Leonard. Fires the 3. Had made his first couple, but he misses there. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
And they call it.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
21, Patrick Beverly. That's his second personal foul. Team foul number 1. First foul in the final.
Screen coming. And a throwdown.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
The assist from number 13, Paul George.
A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.